Hello everyone and welcome back. So here's our Might and Magic 3. When we left off, we played a Blade in the back, I believe it's called, where we played as Gelu, and we just had to fight demons, basically. Now we're on to kill a hero. Catherine, Gelu, and Roland must defeat the demonic hero Xeron. If any one of them falls, they'll lost. So we're going to start. I always like starting out with people, so I can start
With the
charging.
majority of the Kregan forces destroyed, Arathia's lords have grown weary of this war and have withdrawn their support. They do not understand. This is a critical moment. To continue this war, I have stepped down as Arathia's queen. Myself, Roland, and the Conflux forces will continue to press to the capital of Eofol. However, between us and the Demon King stands the hero Xeron. We are told he wields Armageddon's Blade. We must succeed for the safety of Arathia and the world.
Support has greatly waned amongst the Rathian nobility for this war in the past few months. It has been costly both gold and lives, precious commodities, all to be certain. However, this endeavor is the utmost important. If the soothsayer said is true, should they really have Armageddon's Blade, King Lucifer must not be allowed to continue this mad quest. The line must be drawn here and now. Seeing as how the Arathi people see this war as being over, they have refused to fund your war any longer. Disheartened as you were, you decreed General Morgan Kendall would act as regent in your stead. His primary task to find a new leader for the kingdom your father made so great. You chose to abdicate the Arathian throne and ally yourself with the elemental confluxes in an effort to destroy this mad king and his demonic horde once and for all. Teary-eyed yet stoic, you transferred control of your kingdom of your birth to the General Kendall and rode off towards your destiny. When all was said and done, you and Roland were going to return to Enroth and your son Nikolai at last. Arathia was free to rule itself without interference from Enroth. Its destiny was now its own. You had a war to win, a world to save, and could not be burdened by grief over terrible choices you were forced to make. Oh my god. The days ahead will be filled with rough terrain and sleepless nights. Roland and your forces marched across the fire-ravaged plains of Eofol en route to Krila, the capital city. Word soon spread that as your approach, and you were met with great resistance through the fighting. It was brutal. Your tactical prowess and Roland's tenacity proved to be the better of the enemy, and you forced them back nearly to the capital itself. Now you have a firm hold on the majority of Eofol conflux forces sprouting up everywhere. The problem came when word was sent that Xeron, Eofol's brilliant warlord, had arrived with the near totality of his sons of Erebus, Eofol's elite royal guard. Worse still, spies report he bears the great sword of immense power. It appears as in fact your worst fears have been realized. Armageddon's Blade is not only real, but it's on the field of battle as well. Xeron must fall, and the blade will be recovered if this assault is to succeed. Once he has been defeated, the rest will be mere practice. Alter thought. Running from the north approaches your encampment with caution. He wears the markings of the Forest Guard scout and bears a scroll in hand. You wave him over and take the scroll, open it, and read contents. After brief reading, you turn to the runner, tell him to inform King Roland of the message. The runner leaves you to go inform King Roland that Gelu has been sent along as well at the request of General Kendall. Wrathia still supports your quest, just not as it has in the past. It is a good feeling to know this war will be won and won much more easily now that Gelu and his forces have arrived as well. However, the nagging feeling that Xeron is not going to be easy to defeat continues to play your mind. This is a dangerous time, a possible turning point, one you cannot back away from. That blade has to be taken from the terrible hands which now wield it, no matter the cost. I wonder if that's the same monolith up here. Stronger. Catherine. All right. Who I think it is? Oh, that's not who I thought it was. You're gonna chill in there. Day of bird arrest. Logo doing. That's not good. Fairy figure slips into the meeting chamber where you sit with your advisors. This wispy figure takes shape that of a humanoid. The pure wind, its voice, one crackling lightning and booming thunder rips through the meeting area, gaining everyone's attention. I represent the elemental lords of the great conflux. I have come before you to bring a warning. The use of Armageddon's Blade will soon tear this world asunder. It must be contained, else it consumes us all. Do not dally with Xeron. He is cunning and treacherous. Be wary of his powers. Be warned of his might. Its warning having been issued, the elemental being dissipates and returns to its masters. Those in attendance sit in shock, still unable to comment on the proclamation of dread just uttered here to this day. You clear your throat and draw their attention back to you. My friends and compatriots, we have now seen proof positive these conflux lords are indeed working for our benefit and the benefit of the whole world as a whole. We must heed this warning and take Armageddon's Blade for ourselves. This way we control the weapon that's controlling our enemy. If we can locate and defeat Xeron, we can contain his terrible weapon annihilation before he gets an opportunity to use its complex power. Now let's get back to work and figure out a way to stop these madmen. Is that Xeron? So let's sneak in here. Um, um you know what? Sitting there one turn to get my spell power back. I should have stopped in there. Yep, I'm gonna go back there. What the heck has happened there? I was not expecting them to attack me. You can sit in there for a turn. her out of here again. Saw what that was. Buy one guy here and just get some. If that person dies at all, she's just gonna kind of clear stuff out. How did that guy? How did I get that guy? Let me get everyone out of here. Good enough. In here for. Yeah, I'll just keep you in there. Now I'll get you out. Roland stood to address his troops marching back and forth across the makeshift stage he had set up expressly for this purpose. The need for a morale boost became an almost tangible feeling, for tensions were high and some infighting had taken place. No major injuries reported, but there were some incidents. He needed to do something quickly to rally troops. Lo, these many months we have... Oh god, we have pressed onward, trudging through the bleak, desolate region of this accursed land. The time has come where again we are the ones on the attack, or enemies in sight, and the opportunity has risen to deliver a crushing blow to these twisted freaks. As you all know, I was held captive by these animals for many years, so I know of which I speak when I say I cannot allow these things to exist any longer in our world. They must be excised from the face of Anagarch like the boil they are. To that end, I need you, your strength, your courage. We must press forward on the to Krila and obliterate these monsters once and for all and send them back to hell. There's no quarter, no survivors. The crowd cheers, bring Roland beats of genocide to arousing close. Upon leaving the stage, Roland is near visibly shaking, the rage in his heart on the surface at last, bringing with it a cloud to his once sparkling eyes, a dark cloud showing the damage done to his soul. Captivity has marred his spirit, such that nothing short of total victory can bring him peace. The Kriegans must pay for what they have done to him, regardless of the cost to him and his immortal soul. Probably make sure that's not who I think it is. That's Pyre. Small supply wagon shows up with a note proclaiming this wagon is a gift from a friend. Upon reading the note, you smile and allow your thoughts to drift back to Stedwick, an old friend. Be putting that on before I forget. Be putting that on before I forget. She is now stacked. I think I'll send him this way. Or not. Where's my... My queen reports a page to you. You have a visitor. He's claimed to be he represents the conflux. You wave to the boy to show the man in, and off he goes to retrieve this visitor. He returns moments later with a tall, slender man dressed in... Whoa, went way too far. Dressed in long robes. His face hidden behind an azure hood. The silver tunic trim of deep blue robes glimmer slightly, diverting attention away from his withdrawn countenance. All that is visible of this mysterious man is his neatly trimmed black beard and strong lower jaw. He speaks in low tones, barely above a whisper, with a slight accent noticeable. Greetings, Catherine, Iron Fist of Enroth. I am called Tamar, the Wanderer. I am a walker of the plains, a seeker of knowledge, a protector of lives worth saving. I am also the elemental lord of air. I come here to this day to share your vision I had. In this vision, I saw possible futures both of light and of shadow. You just passed a crossroads, Catherine, choosing the path of light. There are others, loved ones, and those trusted deeply who now face the same crossroad. They are beginning to choose a path which may be divergent from yours. It is not too late to alter their course. They can be persuaded to return to the path carved in the sun as opposed to the ones entrenched in the night. Choose wisely, Catherine. For if you do not help those whom you love and trust, I fear you will know much grief. A flash of lightning rips across the stormy sky, and when your eyes clear from the momentary blindness, tomorrow the wanderer is no longer in your presence. The warnings of the so-called elemental lord stir in your mind and give you a pause. Could he have meant Roland? His pain and suffering might be getting the better of him. Perhaps you should speak to him about this war and effect on his mind. You fear that he might slip away and let his need for revenge consume him is almost overwhelming. You send a letter to Roland immediately. Dispatch a messenger brings a slight lift to your wounded soul and allows you to sleep, albeit not well. Okay, taking over the eastern side of this map. Oops, did not see that I did not have that yet. Let's go here. Just start from the bottom. Hold on. Okay. Man, Roland is weak. All right. You know what? I'm gonna send him to this one. Now, since she's chilling right there. Is there a... Can I not get around this way? Oh, I'll send you down that way. Nice. A report comes in to Roland. The message tells of horrible atrocities committed by the Kriegans, tale of slaves being stripped and beaten and impaled upon spikes for apparent sport, used for the hideous black magic rites, even used as food for monstrous beasts. As he reads, the fires of vengeance burn deep in Roland's breast. These monsters are doing the unthinkable. The memories of torture and the screams flood his mind once again, bringing with them the smells and sounds of his capture. He sees in revenge. Slowly shredding the parchment he is reading. When the pressure finally gets to him, he blows in rage. I shall kill them all. No matter where they hide, no matter where they choose to flee, there will be no escape from my wrath. Know this, King Lucifer, your minions will drown in lakes of their own Ikor, I will have my vengeance. After tossing the torn parchment to the ashen ground, he storms off, gather his armor and weapons to prepare for battle once more. I mean, you're kind of just chilling. Where's he at? I need to just get him people. It's freaking far. I don't like that. Oh, there's Xeron. Pinch both of them. Roland awoke early this morning to a messenger bring with him a letter bearing the scent of perfume he knew immediately belonged to Catherine, a scent she knew he loved. He tore it open, opened the seal, and read it immediately. Dearest husband, I have received a visit from someone who brought me a warning. His warning spoke of a crossroad we have all reached, and I have made my choice recently, taken my path. His warning also spoke of others whom I love and trust deeply, who face the same crossroads and are on a road different than mine. I fear he speaks of you and your recent imprisonment. I do hope you are not taking the road cloaked in the shadow, but are preparing to join me on the path of light. Please write back to me and make me believe I have not lost you to revenge. I do not want to walk the path alone. I love you, my husband, and shall always do so, no matter what path you choose, but do not expect me to allow you to down the road of shadow without a fight. This journey can be altered. If you have become consumed with feelings of revenge and hate, I will be there to help you any way I can. Take care, my love. I shall meet you once we have defeated this Xeron and his sons at Erebus. Roland rolled up the scroll, returned to his tent, eyes filled with tears, for he was beginning to suspect she might be right. Friggin' 13 in here? Yeah. Huh. So that may have been a mistake. It was not. on. That is so annoying. Thank you for that. 2, 4. Thank you. Is that a two-way? Screw it, man. I'm going in there. Figure out where they're coming from. Why have I not done this yet? Then what I'm going to do is send him probably to this one. But this has already been done. Let me do that. He's heading for this. I didn't even see that one. Alright, let me get rid of everything here, except for, well, let's get the, and then I get rid of all that, because I'm gonna make my final push here. I want all these guys. Retreat. Felt like one day. All right. Have her sit there for one turn as well. Don't care. There's a well right there. I'm actually gonna have him run back up there real quick and all right. Gonna grab these guys. Forgot to hit that. Is there another one around here somewhere? I could just sit in that. I screwed that up. Just sit in this castle for a day. Screwed that up big time. All right. Just chilling there. That's cool. Wish I could like siege them. That's interesting. I don't know when I got that. He's gonna try to sneak up this way. I wish I had that one extra step there. Congrats, you have completed your quest to defeat the enemy here, Xeron. Victory is yours. Is that all I had to do? I thought I had to kill everyone. Alright. Well, there we go. That's where we're going to end that one. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see everyone in the next video.